Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to Planet Alison. This is our Zen zone here. And for those of you who don't know, when I'm not making the zany, wacky videos for YouTube, I am teaching yoga, meditation, and sound therapy. I work a lot in the addiction treatment field here in Southern California, and I love supporting people in having a healthy mind. So, welcome, and especially if you're someone who thinks they are bad at meditating, because meditating is definitely not what you think it is, I promise. It's simple, it's natural, and eventually we want it to be not special, but kind of a frequency of the mind as consistently as possible throughout the entire day. I love sharing this idea from a 17th century philosopher, Blaise Pascal, when I'm working with people. He said, all of humanity's suffering stems from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. So think of it, as we learn within ourselves to sit quietly in a room alone, we are alleviating not only suffering from our own life, but from the lives of all humanity. So I'm so happy that you're here, and we shall begin our meditation. Today we'll begin with a passage from this lovely book, Meditations by Krishnamurti. There'll be notes in the comments about him if you would like to explore a little bit further. Here we go. Are you ready to meditate? So exciting. Okay. In meditation, one has to find out whether there is an end to knowledge, and so freedom from the known. In meditation, one has to find out whether there is an end to knowledge, and so freedom from the known. Freedom from the known. So let us close our eyes. Wherever you are, let your eyelids close. So reversing the attention that is normally focused forward and out, and bringing it in and back, in and back. And just noticing often as we make this shift, from focusing forward and out to focusing in and back. The first thing we confront is that kind of army of thoughts right at the surface of the mind. They're like a little thought army, keeping us from dropping in a little deeper so we can get behind and observe. Get behind and observe. So often what we do is we guide our attention to something that is neutral, stable, and continuous. So we give the attention a landing place that is stable. And that landing place is going to be something that's happening within you right now. It is the flow of the breath. The flow of the breath. It's right there. There's no need to change it. There's no need to make it louder or bigger or impose any kind of technique onto the breath. The breath knows what it's doing. So we're just going to find it, sense it, Sense it right there, deep at the core of the body. There it is. As you find it, you link into it, and you just begin to follow it. Follow the breath from beginning to end, from the top of the inhale to the bottom of the exhale. Just follow that breath. Continuous cycle. Follow it closely. You can even imagine that the breath is moving in slow motion, so you can really see it in its entirety. From the top of the inhale to the bottom of the exhale, following that breath. And do not be concerned at all if the attention vacillates from the breath back into that army of thoughts. This is not a problem at all. Just whenever you notice that has occurred, just shift the attention back to the breath. Just shift the attention back to the breath. Begin to follow it. Follow it closely from the top of the inhale to the bottom of the exhale. From the top of the inhale to the bottom of the exhale. Follow that breath. And even if you can follow just one breath cycle, just one continuous breath from beginning to end, and maybe the attention wanders away, and then you just bring it back. Possibly some of you will be finding yourself following 2 breath cycles in a row, totally uninterrupted. And we're tuning into the breath, not to kind of hypnotize ourselves or dull ourselves out, but rather to just kind of magnify the quietness that's already there, the quietness that's already right there within you. So we just tune into something that is in harmony with that quietness, such as the breath. And the quietness that's normally just unnoticed in the background. Another word for this quietness could be being. Being. It's normally just undetected in the background. Begins to move to the foreground. So there's an awareness of it. It's always there, but we're usually not aware of it. So now we're just allowing that connection to the quietness of being. Some of you may start to really sense it as a tangible, phenomenon or presence. Some of you may just keep your attention settled on the breath. Whatever your experience is, it's totally the experience that you're supposed to be having right now. And you can trust that. Remember, no matter what thoughts project themselves behind the eyelids, you just, for now, have the permission to let them pass and just come back to the breath. The continuous, neutral, stabilizing flow of the breath. Inhale to exhale, exhale to inhale. Very good. Any thoughts that appear, just let them pass. Any impulse to do something that's unnecessary right now, any impulse to do something, just let it pass. Come back to the breath. The inhale, the exhale, continuous, slow motion, neutral breath. Very good. So now just coming back to the breath, Sensing the breath in the body. Sensing the breath out into the limbs, the hands, the fingers. You can wiggle your hands, your fingers. Deepen the breath a little bit, maybe taking a big inhale and let it out with a sigh. In just a moment, you'll hear a bell ring 3 times. As you're ready, you can open your eyelids, stretch your body, and move on with your day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be well, be you, and be free.